Today I will show you how to update your new Mountain Lion installation to 10.8.2. The first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to the Apple website and download the combo update, the 10.8.2 combo update. And essentially it's going to download to your downloads folder, and the link to this will be in the article in the description below. So don't worry about that, as long as the links to all the other stuff we're going to need to do on this particular machine, and you might have to do on your machine. Now, just as a quick overview, 10.8.2 is going to bring full Facebook integration. It's going to change some stuff with Game Center, and in terms of Hackintosh, it's going to update graphics drivers, which means you will probably need to update your graphics drivers or reinstall the kexts that you installed when you initially installed Lion. If you Mountain Lion, if you are using the Apple HDA audio, you're going to need to reinstall that with Multi-Beast. Voodoo users should not be concerned. And the last thing is that it will bring in a new kernel, 12.2.0, which means that if you're not using an Intel processor, you might need to look at your driver patches and apply them accordingly. So having said that, you can download this. I've already downloaded it. Now, yes, this is Mountain Lion. Let's not get confused by the extra folders here. You can just pin them down, because I prefer to have all my applications here and all my files and all my downloads, which didn't come by default in Lion. In Lion, you just had the downloads and recycle in the trash. So ultimately, I just pinned these folders to the dock. So 10.8, and on my dual core, my Asus P5 KPLCM machine. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the downloads, and we are going to run the combo update, and it is going to extract very quickly. Like so. And now that it's extracted, we can run the installer. I do not recommend running the OS X software update to go through this installation. I highly recommend you do as I'm doing right now and use the combo update, because when you know that it's going to break texts, you want to have full control over the situation, or you're going to end up entering a dead system. So of course they give you all of the updates that are coming here, which I told you just a few seconds ago. A lot of these won't apply to you because you're not on Apple hardware, but it's still nice to have the full Facebook integration, which is something that Windows 8 has as we speak. So now we're going to continue. We're going to continue through this, agree. And this is going to take 1.23 gigabytes of space, and it's going to install to Mountain Lion, which is where we want it to install. So we're going to click install, right? And we're going to enter the password like so, and we're going to install the software. Now, it's going to need to restart once it's done, so we're going to continue the installation, but when it's done, it's going to prompt us to restart, so we're not going to restart right away. Instead, we're going to go and fix a couple of things, but first we gotta wait for the OS X combo update to finish. In the meantime, you can go to the my fixing the text article, and you can download my P5 KPLCM Mountain Lion pack. It's good for other computers too, because it's got the basics like text utility. It's got EFI Studio. It's got basically the fix for your what's it called? Your boot .kex from Chameleon that comes with the bootloader. It's got Multi-Beast. It's got time toggler, so to make sure that your time doesn't mess up with Windows if you're dual booting. So ultimately what you're going to do is you won't need to worry about the EFI key, but what you will need to worry about is your NVIDIA graphics card So ultimately, if you have the GeForce 8400 GS, you'll just have to reinstall these kexts with Kext Wizard, and I'll show you that in a minute. I can't do it while it's installing. And then ultimately, you'll run multi-beast and fix the HDA, and that's pretty much it. If you have any other Kext, here's Kext utility. You can drag them in. The internet won't be affected, and neither should the boot.plist, which I gave you here as a model so that you can go and update yours with the EFI string. But you don't need to do that because you should have already done it in the beginning of this Mountain Lion series. So we'll just minimize that there for now, and we're going to wait for the update to finish. And it seems that the update is almost done. It should ultimately go faster on your machine than on mine because you are not running a screen capture tool during the update, notably one that's part of the operating system. So this should finish any minute. It should finish without any issues. Alright, so now the installation is done. Most of the time you would press restart and you would just be able to finish, but in this case that's not something you can do. That's not an option. So what you have to do now is you have to go and fix the graphics first of all. So let's go to our Mountain Lion pack. Let's go into the graphics. I'm once again showing you how to install the graphics. You should already know how to do this. So ultimately the first thing you're going to do is go into Kext Wizard. You're going to go into installation, and from here you're just going to drag everything and load it in like so. You are going to install it to the system library extensions like usual. Mountain Lion, install, enter your password, and it's going to do everything. It's done installing the Kext. So what you're going to do is go to Kext info. You're going to select Kext individually, and you're going to load the Kext. So ultimately it remembered my location from the last time I did this, which is pretty sweet. So check. Should give you a little error message or something. That's good enough. And load Kext. Select the next Kext, and do the same thing. So open, load, select, open, and load. Ignore the warnings, they don't really matter. And so now once this is done, you're going to go to maintenance and you're going to rebuild the cache like so. You're going to press execute and it's going to rebuild the system cache. So all you need to do is close Kext Wizard like that and hit the restart button and you'll be good. Now I cannot hit the restart button right now or else I'll lose this video footage. So if you liked everything that I've been doing, just let me know by subscribing. You don't necessarily need to restart the computer to get the About This Mac, which is updated to 10.8.2. So if you liked this video, please do comment, rate, and most importantly, subscribe for more content in the future. And I'll keep up to date with the OS X updates and all the other updates on all the other platforms as well. So until the next time, this has been another Computer Software is your friend